Who wants to get ready with me? If you're new to my channel, I'm Mike. I'm a hairdresser, a L'Oreal color specialist, a makeup fan and a skincare lover. In today's film, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna put on some makeup, we're gonna have a chat and just talk about the current situation and everything that's happening at the moment. So, if you're interested in today's film, then keep on watching. What is the story, everyone? I love creating those get ready with me makeup films. I just find them so much fun and actually really enjoyable for me. So I got a few new makeup. It's not too much, but I really want to just put on some makeup and have a chat. And like that, you're going to probably ask me, what am I getting ready for? And the simple answer is, I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally just going to sit here and create a few films today. So let's start with get ready with me. First of all, I done my eyebrows off camera because when you're a YouTuber, that's what you're supposed to do. And now we're gonna hydrate my skin. And today for hydration, I'm gonna be using Embryolisse La Cream Concentrate. I've heard nothing but good stuff about this cream. And this is actually a 15ml cream, which I got from Feel Unique. Because when it comes to moisturizers, I'm very much, I don't really have a favorite moisturizer. I really chop and change. I yet have to find one that I will love all the time. So let me put that onto my skin so it's nice and creamy, but I've heard lovely stuff about it and it's meant to be absolutely gorgeous and really hydrated. So let me just spread the product around my face first. You definitely only need a tiny bit of it. And just press that into the skin because we're going to be doing foundation. So let me just press the product in nicely. And while this sits, we're gonna start by doing our eyes. So I'm going to prime my eyes using P.Louise Beige in shade 2. So let's pop a tiny bit of that. And I mean, all you need is literally a tiny bit of it on my lid. On the Zava 233 brush, we're just going to apply that on. So you guys, I have very exciting news for all of yous. I'm back to work. And some of you may wonder, so what is it like being back to work after having 3.5 months off? Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Why is it tough? Because I was sitting on the couch for 3.5 months and I wasn't moving too much. My body is aching. I feel like I've never worked a day in my life. I was only saying to the guys the other day, I was like, it nearly feels like I'm a trainee again. Like, it nearly reminds me of the times when I was a trainee. When I first started hairdressing, like literally my legs and my back are in agony. Let's put it this way. I went from working 5 days a week, 8 hours, going to the gym, you know, doing stuff after work, traveling at the weekends with L'Oreal and teaching and all that kind of stuff, doing YouTube films, to sit on the couch for 3.5 months. So my body is just not used to it. Well, hopefully we'll get there. My eyelids are primed. So what I'm going to do with my eye look today is I'm going to create like a nice reddy, purpley, burgundy look. I'm not really sure. And obviously I'm going to dip into my MAC Cosmetics palette, which I absolutely love. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Zava 228 brush. And as a transition shade, I'm actually going to use Blackberry and Brulee. So I'm going to dip my brush into Blackberry and Brulee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create more of a shape, just map out the look I want to go for. So just add softness to it. So how does a visit look to a hair salon nowadays? I'm going to be honest with you. On my first day, it was a bit tricky because, you know, everything was so new. Like wearing the mask, the PPE, the setup of the salon. It was all very, very new to me. So that was tricky. But I found, you know, once you done like 1 or 2 clients, it was grand. Like it was actually fine. Wearing a face mask, I mean, it is tough when you have to wear it for 8 hours every single day. But we have enough breaks in between clients, obviously for social distancing and for a smooth flow of the salon, that there is enough downtime that you can take off the mask, get a bit of fresh air, get water. So actually I don't mind the mask after all. I'd actually hate to wear the visor. Now this is actually looking lovely. So like that, we just mapped out the shade. So on my lid I'm going to actually use Swiss Chocolate by MAC Cosmetics, which is this lovely brownie red shade over here. And I'm just going to use the shader brush just to dip that onto my lid. So how does a visit in my salon, well not my salon, the salon that I work in, which is Ziba Hairdressing. How does it look? Obviously we can't work at full capacity, so every second chair is empty. So that means we're only allowed X amount of staff in the salon, which is a lot less than what we normally do. And the good thing is that we're not open in any crazy hours. We really are just working our hours, the hours that we've worked before. So I'm back full time, which is great. So there's no waiting area, there's no waiting chairs or anything, it just can't be done. Obviously we can't have people hanging around in the salon. And we do get a lot more time for services, which is very good because that gives us time to sterilize and clean. And at this stage I am covered in Dettol every single day. And there's actually this really nice Dettol that you spray and it dries really quickly and it has a really, really nice smell. And I love it. Like I got really into like cleaning products now. Do you know, I've been looking at the nice ones and the good ones. So we might do like a cleaning product review on this channel sometime. You never know, because I do love cleaning products. Like I love going to Dunnes and getting a few cleaning products, even though I don't clean my house, but still, I do like having them, and I like the smell of cleaning products. So every client gets a plastic bag when they come in, and they have to put all their belongings into the plastic bag because obviously we can have a cloakroom, jackets can be touching of each other. So she has to put everything, her bag, her jacket and everything into this plastic bag. We gown her up, we give her a mask, she wears a mask, I wear a mask, and we just roll with the show. I'm just gonna take a blending brush now and just blend all that together. It's still a very nice environment. Like comparing to other places, like even if you go to, let's say, Dunnes or Tesco, hairdressers have done so much to ensure social distancing. Like the rules we have in our shop compared to the other places, like you'd go into some shop and you'd go onto the deli and the girls won't be even wearing a mask or a visor cutting up your food. Like I think it's disgraceful. But when it comes to a hair salon, we all put so many safety measures. So that eyeshadow is looking really, really nice. So now I'm going to take a crease brush and I'm going to dip into Sketch by MAC Cosmetics, which is this brownie reddy purpley color. And I'm just going to paint that onto my corner. I'm really happy that I'm doing hair again. Like I've really missed doing hair. Like I was so happy to be creative, and clients are so happy to see us. Even though they have to wait around slightly bit longer after they get their hair washed, because obviously we need to clean the sections, etc, etc. They don't mind because they're just happy to see us and get their hair done. And I've never felt so appreciated in my life, because in the news it was like, when are hairdressers opening? What's the story with hairdressers? No one was talking about gyms or pubs or anything. It was just like hairdressers, hairdressers, hairdressers. And my clients so far have been really good. I haven't seen any disasters. And actually the onesie that I'm wearing, which is absolutely beautiful, one of my clients made it for me. So it's nice to be appreciated. It's nice to see people again. Do you know? It's nice to be back to some sort of normality. So let's have a look at that eyeshadow, see what I'm doing here. So I'm just blending the Sketch and the Swiss chocolate together, and I'm just winging that out slightly. And as we know, reds and purples look absolutely stunning on green eyes. So if you've green eyes, them colours be absolutely lovely on you. I actually love MAC eyeshadows so much. Like there's such a nice eyeshadows to work with. And if you haven't seen my favourite MAC eyeshadows film, I'm going to link it just above here or here. I never know which side is it. One of those sides, I'm going to link it in the card above. And guys, I am so close to getting monetized, and I believe by the time I'm going to upload this film, I'm going to be monetized. So I'm literally waiting for like 9 subscribers, because my watch time is like, I need like an hour watch time or something. And then I can apply for monetization, which I'm really excited, because then I'll be a real YouTuber. Right, so with my eyes done, like I'm really just creating a soft look. Like I'm not going for a cut crease or anything. Like there is no point. Let me just wing that out slightly bit more. Voila, that's looking gorgeous. My skin feels lovely after that moisturizer, not too heavy. So let me try out a new foundation that I got. And the foundation that I got is Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I ordered this online. I was just getting a few bits on Look Fantastic, and I said, you know what? I'm going to try Wet n Wild, because I've actually never tried their products again. And this one is actually in shade Nude Ivory, which is for light complexions with neutral undertones. So that's kind of me. Okay, so when we're looking at this foundation, it has one of those yolks. Never really a fan of those. I do prefer more of a pump. And I got a new foundation brush, which is the E.L.F blending brush, and I've heard nothing but good stuff about the E.L.F brushes. For the price that they are, boy, you can't go wrong. So we're gonna try this out and see how it works out on my skin. So it is a synthetic brush, obviously, and like, oh my god, it's so soft. Right, let me pop a tiny bit of foundation at the back of my hand. Hopefully this shade will be okay for me. So you know yourself, you go onto them pages and you look at the pictures of the women or the swatches, it never looks like your skin. And what I'm going to try to do is create a really nice, glowy skin like today. Be massive. Right, so a tiny bit and just stipple that on. Okay, so the foundation is pale, but you know what I'll do, be grand. But it is a lovely foundation. It feels lovely on my skin. It really, really does. Now it's definitely too pale for me, which is a shame, but we'll make it work. We can make everything work on this channel, do you know? And if you're gonna judge my foundation, then judge it for yourself. You don't need to leave me a comment about that. I remember I made a film about top Kerastase shampoos that I love, and loads of people left me a comment, face doesn't match the neck. I said, the neck you? Seriously? I think it's just the lights. I blame it on the lights and the editing. And the foundation brush is absolutely lovely. Now I think Zova 102 has a competitor. Oh my god, it is very white, especially when I'm looking at the monitor. But the formula is absolutely stunning. Do you know, it's just the shade that I picked wrong, which is a bomber. Right, you guys, so oh, look at the difference. Now you can comment at the different face and neck, but sure, listen, it happens, doesn't it? But as a formula overall, it's lovely. It's really nice and dewy, but it is very light on me, so I'll probably have to go warmer with this or just a shade darker. Now that foundation was on sale, it was only £4, so I might just get a darker one because I really like this colour. Wet and Wild, I see you, girl. Wet and Wild is now very popular in Ireland as such, like you don't see it everywhere. I like using makeup that's not very popular because no one else will be using it. I also got a new concealer, and the concealer that I got is E.L.F Flawless Concealer. So this is an amazing concealer, I believe, and I am addicted to buying concealers. Like, I have an issue with concealers. I just keep buying concealers and not using them. I don't know what is wrong with me. So let me just open that up and see if this shade is gonna match. Do you know what? This foundation could also oxidize. You never know. It could be my lucky day. So this is a fair beige. So we'll see. Imagine that was actually darker than my foundation at snap. I also got the E.L.F Flawless Concealer brush. And the brush is lovely as well. Now it's just as soft as the foundation brush. Alright, so let's apply some concealer. And I'm going to actually apply it at the back of my hand just to see. The concealer is going to be actually darker than my face. Like, the concealer matches perfectly. Oops. Right, so let's just put a tiny bit of concealer here. Tiny bit of concealer here. And here. And this concealer application I actually robbed from Robert Welsh. And I love his YouTube channel. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He's a UK based makeup artist and he's a pro, which I love. Do you know, he's not just an influencer doing makeup. He's actually a makeup artist, so he knows what he's talking about. And I like people that are professional. I like technical stuff. Me as a hairdresser, I am very technical when it comes to my work, so I need facts. I need theory to understand everything. Obviously the rules are there to break, but I like to know the rules and why something happens. And I love his channel. I think he's brilliant, and I love his dry sense of humor, and I got loads of tips from him about doing makeup. Now the concealer is looking good. It's not very full coverage, but it's just nice. It gives me a nice bit of glow. I'm going to just apply a tiny bit onto my nose, just here, and a tiny bit here. And I'm doing this because it's a trend and I'm trying to actually match my neck to my foundation. And this brush is lovely. It's so soft. So the brushes, E.L.F, it's coming for you. So let me just dab. I don't know if it's me, but I think this foundation is after oxidizing a tiny bit. Like, it's not looking as white. Now there's obviously a huge difference between my face and my neck, but it's not looking too bad. But no, I'm liking the foundation so far. Right, let's powder it, and I'm going to be using Laura Mercier translucent powder, which is a holy grail on my favorite MAC 129S brush. So when we're talking about YouTubers, who else have I been watching lately? I've been watching Blair White. I think she is hilarious. And her channel is very interesting. Like, I've learned so much from her. And she just gives me facts. I like facts and I like science. So I like people that are able to back up their opinions with science or facts or anything. And I think she's just hilarious. She's gas. Like, I could watch her all day long. Just her talking about stuff. She is hilarious. I don't really watch hair channels. Like, I don't think I follow any hair channels on YouTube. I just don't. Because I think it is my profession, and as a hairdresser, if I watch someone and I wouldn't really agree on what they're saying because I am so in my head, I am so technical about stuff, I'd just get annoyed. So that's probably why I don't watch them. Right, so let's contour or bronze, whatever you want to call it. And we're actually going to do something different. I wanted to create more of a dewy kind of natural effect. So for that, I'm going to be using Illamasqua Sculpting Gel in shade Silhouette. When it comes to this gel, it is a stick-like that you can just apply and buff it out. And it is absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to press that on slightly just under my cheekbone. And it does look like a bit of dirt, but it'll be lovely when it's buffed out. And Illamasqua is one of those brands that is very underrated, I think. People kind of forget about it. It is a UK-based brand, and it's a very cool, diverse brand. I absolutely love it. I've been using Illamasqua for years. I remember when it first came out, I was like, this is incredible. It was one of the first brands that had like such a wide range of foundation, and I just loved it. So I have a good few of their products, but they used to have a counter in Dublin, and then it was gone, so that's a shame. So now this looks like dirt on my face, but we need to buff that out. Let me just grab my beauty blender and just press that in. And that's just going to give you just a nice natural shadow to the face. I love this product. I need to use it a lot more often. See, that just gives it a nice shadow. Now when I'm doing all my face now, the foundation is starting to look a lot better. It doesn't look as white, which is grand, which is just fine. Right, for a highlight, let's do something different. I'm actually going to double highlight as I always do, so I'm going to use cream and then I'm going to use powder over it. And the cream of my choice for today is going to be Light One by Charlotte Tilbury. When it comes to Charlotte Tilbury, let me tell you this, she is very overpriced. But this product is good, but I think it was like 40 quid. I was like, come on girl. Now I'll tell you this, she is very smart. She targets a certain audience. Like when you think of Charlotte Tilbury, it's nearly like the new Estee Lauder. So you'd have your 35 plus going, getting Charlotte Tilbury products. Let me just pop a tiny bit of that at the back of my hand. And she's very smart about what she's doing. Like, applause to that, because I think loads of women can relate to her. That's why people buy her products, because she's just a normal, regular woman that is an iconic makeup artist. Actually, I'm going to apply that on a Morphe Jeffree Star JS5 brush, and that's another story. I'm going to put a tiny bit on that. I used to use her Light Wonder product, which was absolutely stunning, but I'll tell you this. 9 shades. Are you serious, Charlotte Tilbury, whatever your surname is? Are you having a laugh with me? It was literally 9 shades. I know it's meant to be like BB cream or whatever, but it still had coverage, and I found it really hard getting my shade, because I remember the shade 1 was way too white and shade 2 was way too golden, so it just didn't make sense. But no, I kind of got sick of her. Like, it was lovely, it was just a nice product, but I really got sick of it. And I'm actually going to just swirl my highlight through here. Now, talking about Morphe Jeffree Star JS5 brush. I love this brush. Now, all that drama happening online. What in the name of good God is happening on the internet? I am actually dying for it all to reveal itself, because at the moment it's very, very much he said, she said, they said. I'm like, come on, we'll see where this all goes. I'm not here to be judging anyone who's good, who's bad, who's manipulating, who lied, who made what video. I'm on YouTube to literally create content and play around with makeup and try to do well. So as you can see, I really apply just my highlight nearly on the apple of my cheeks, and then I blend it all up, and that's just giving me a nice kind of healthy glow. And as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. And if you want to create that look, just pop a tiny bit on a synthetic brush like this and literally just swirl that around and just take your time with it. Like, press it in. I look massive. Right guys, so now we're going to use a powder over it, and obviously I'm going to go with Soft and Gentle by MAC Cosmetics on an E.L.F Face brush. Can you just see that beautiful glow? Like, I just look so wet and gorgeous right now. I love it. I actually love this look. And the nice shadow over here, Illamasqua girl, I see you. So let me just pop a tiny bit of highlight. Tiny bit, just a tiny bit. I don't like too much highlight. And like that, we're literally just gonna swirl it here and then just work it up. Same on the other side. I'm literally just painting that on, and I'm just even a tiny bit over my eyebrow. If we're gonna go for it, we're gonna go for it. I think this is making me look really, really healthy. Right, let me put on some mascara, and then I think no, we're gonna put some eyeliner on. Right, what's this? Prunarella by MAC Cosmetics. Let's just lash that onto my eye. Just to give my eye a bit more depth. And then a bit of mascara, and I'm done. Now see, that's just making it. It's just making it a bit more zhuzhy looking. Right, what mascara am I gonna use? Now, I've lately been obsessed with, where is it? Where is she? Oh, here she is. Makeup Forever Smoky Lash. I love this mascara. I don't know if you've watched my other Get Ready With Me, but it was my first time using it, and I'm just in love with it, right? So let's lash that on, and we'll see where it takes me. I just love the way that just separates my lashes, and it's not clumpy. Perfect. Right, let's put on a bit of eyeshadow under my eye, and I'm just gonna go back in with, I'm first gonna take my crease brush and I'm gonna dip into Swiss Chocolate again, and I'm just gonna run that shade underneath my eye. Right, I'll do that on both eyes. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of sketch and just put that into the outer corner. Just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to take this Morphe blending brush, and I'm just going to blend the two colors together. And I'm just going to lift my eye out slightly. The weather in Dublin is absolutely shocking today. It's disgraceful. It's like November. It's lashing rain, it's windy, it's cold. I don't know what's happening in this country. Anyways guys, thank you for watching today's film. I hope you enjoyed today's film. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I hope you enjoyed me doing my makeup, and you had a bit of crack while we were doing it. And when I refer to crack, it's an Irish slang for having fun. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my other social media. Hit the notification bell button and, you know, all the rest. So of course you guys, please take care. Bye.